or Facebook, search the Out of Bounds Show, and you could win. Blake, do they have to comment? Is that how we know that they're watching? I don't even know how this works.
Yes, that
okay.
helps.
All right.
Gives you a better chance.
Gives you a better chance. There you go. All right. So you can just say hey or hotty toddy or Hail State or Roll Tide or whatever. Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. The Out of Bounds Show is brought to you by the Bone-In. We'll go rack a lamb at Kessler Prime in the Renaissance. Visit KesslerPrime.com to make a reservation. Right now, you can watch the show on Facebook. Search the Out of Bounds Show. Watch it on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. That's our channel on YouTube. We would love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be super awesome. And we'll spin the wheel and give away either merch or gear or golf rounds or cigars. So that's pretty awesome. Mike Detillier will join us at 8:30 on the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. Look for the buck, deer antlers, Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. And then 9:30 Dave Bartu.
That's right.
9:30 Dave Bartu on Buddy Hires.
The Mountain Man.
The Mountain Man.
Wolves, mountain lions, and bears.
I'm looking forward to this. He's been on a roll on Twitter, and he's going to talk about college football coaches and Buddy Hires. So this is really, it's going to be a lot of fun at 9:30. So Detillier at 8:30 and Bartu at 9:30. And don't forget, we're spinning the prize wheel at 8:15 in the next segment. So if you want to win Havana Smoke Shop cigars or golf rounds to Dancing Rabbit Golf or golf rounds to Live Oaks Golf Club or Tito's vodka merch or swag, DeWalt swag, Out of Bounds swag, Jonesy Q seasoning, Y'all Lifestyle merch, Miller Coors swag. We gotta get some more of that. And remember that Modelo cooler that we had?
Yes.
That hurt. That hurt me to give it away.
You asked, you were like, should I keep it? And I was like, no.
It was so cool. It's one of the. It's maybe the coolest thing or one of the coolest things we've ever had.
Of.
Yeah.
It was. It felt like it belonged in a Volkswagen van, like on the beach in SoCal.
Yeah.
Like.
No, that's fair in Manhattan Beach.
Like the guy pulls up, his van's like right on the sand. He opens the sliding door on the side and it's like wide open. It's got all the beads and like the like weird blankets that smell kind of funky on the ground in the van. Like
interesting. He's
just laying out, cruising, chilling, and like the Modelo cooler. It had that 70s vibe to it.
70s vibe.
It was very cool.
It was Notre Dame colors, kind of. Navy blue and gold.
Yeah. That Modelo gold. Yeah.
What is a pro team I'm trying to think of that could be matched up like that?
Oh, gosh. Maybe the Rams when they were in St. Louis.
Okay.
But not that blue. But the gold was similar.
Milwaukee Brewers? No? Do they have a little gold or no?
They do have a little gold. They're more blue, though, too. There's not a lot of gold pro teams.
I mean, you got the black and gold of the Saints, but
totally
this was navy blue.
Totally different gold, yeah.
On the
yeah. But it looked like the Modelo. I mean, when you pick up the Modelo, it had that Modelo beer color. Like the Modelo Especial right there.
Yeah.
It had that color.
Yeah.
That's the color of the cooler. It was like they
Boy, that thing was sharp.
Yeah. Mm.
That was balling.
Yeah.
That still hurts my feelings that we gave that away. I hope whoever has it is enjoying it. We love you. And you should definitely love us.
Yeah.
All right. Blake, do I need to get into Landon Sims? People feel like he will be lost for the year. It's not official.
Pitchers don't come out of games with arm soreness,
especially when you're
get better.
No. Especially when you are dominating Tulane, in which he was. Now there's talk that Stone Simmons may be out 2 weeks. Your best reliever, who sat Tulane down in like 7, 8 pitches, 9 pitches on Saturday, and then once you pulled him, you lost.
Apparently was to arm soreness. That wasn't
right.
A coaching. I love how we all
Casey Hunt, the starter on Saturday in the first weekend, hasn't pitched since then.
Yikes.
Right? Did Long Beach State sweep them, or did Mississippi State win one?
State won Sunday.
Okay. All right. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
That's right. My daughter and I stayed.
Mississippi State is,
and we left when it was 10-0.
Mississippi State is 6-6 on the season. That is the worst record in the SEC.
That's the worst record in the Southeastern Conference.
That's correct.
Okay.
Also, Craig just sent a picture of his Modelo. He won the Modelo cooler. And
Did he?
Yeah, look on the text line. Craig sent us a picture of the cooler full of Modelo.
No, he didn't.
Okay, no, he didn't.
That's awesome. We'll need to post that on the Twitters and Facebook.
I need to go
so
to
on.
Craig's house, get some.
Oh yeah,
get
I
some
remember
beer.
him sending this in. This is awesome. That's a great pick, by the way. Look at that cooler.
Shout out to Craig.
Lions on there. You see that?
I know. It's the Modelo Lion.
The Modelo Lion. All right.
What is their what is it? What is Modelo's
Fighting Spirit?
Yeah, Fighting Spirit.
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
a great
that's why it's
commercial.
the lion. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember what their catch was.
Yeah.
The Fighting Spirit.
You're cutting a Jameson ginger and lime spot today,
Speaking of which, I need to send you that picture.
and you're cutting a Crown and Cola spot
Nice.
today. So anyway, out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Things don't look good in Starkville. One, on the field. Two, as far as losing pitchers. Landon Sims, your best player, best pitcher. Stone Simmons, your second best pitcher. And then Casey Hunt hasn't pitched since that weekend against Long Beach State, and they were expecting some good things from him. So I don't know how that looks. Parker Stinnett pitching tonight, who has struggled to throw strikes.
Hey.
But, I mean, you got to throw somebody. So that's who you're throwing tonight against Texas Tech. And if they get the game in, I'll be there.
6 o'clock first pitch for Mississippi State and Texas Tech tonight.
Is it?
At the MGM Park?
Are you going to be locked into Ole Miss basketball tonight?
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, sorry.
Ole Miss basketball is tomorrow.
Okay.
Ole Miss baseball is tonight at 6:30.
Don't they play Memphis?
They play Memphis in Oxford.
Okay.
Don't think it'll be a problem.
I don't either. So Ole Miss plays on Wednesday. This Ben Howland thing may go down sooner than later. Mississippi State plays South Carolina on Thursday at 5 o'clock, Blake. If Ben Howland were to lose, they may have a mutual parting of the ways that night or the next morning, and then Cohen and crew could be in a coaching search. I think they've been in a coaching search, but I don't know that for sure. They could be full speed ahead into a coaching search by the weekend. Now, here's the deal. You still have a lot of teams playing.
Correct.
So I don't know how many people that you can really talk to if they're in their conference tournament.
That's a great question.
Some coaches may decide to talk to you on like Monday or Tuesday if they do make the NCAA tournament and are still playing. But I don't know if they would do that.
Yeah, I don't know how it is with the rules.
So we'll have Selection Sunday on Sunday, which is so much fun. And we'll know what March Madness looks like on Sunday afternoon.
Here's my question to you then. Will Ben Howland be fired before Selection Sunday? Or, let me phrase that. Will Ben Howland not be the head coach of Mississippi State before Selection Sunday?
Yes.
Because it will be a mutual parting of the
Yes.
ways. Okay. All right.
Yes. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Yeah. My prediction is that, yes, Mississippi State is going to move on. Yes, they will have another basketball coach in the next, well, I don't know what that looks like. Week, 2 weeks, just depending on who they're targeting and how long that coach may be coaching in the postseason. The Out of Bounds Show is brought to you by Kessler Prime and the Renaissance. And we're going to spin the prize wheel. Coming up next, watch on YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports.
Friendly staff, and without loyal customers who trust us. It's really not that complicated. We take good care of our employees, and we take great care of our customers. We think that's a pretty good way to run a business. I'm Nick Fulton, and our business is USA Pawn.
Football season is here, and Four Roses Bourbon would like to raise a toast as we celebrate game day. Whether you're sipping on Four Roses Bourbon at the hunting camp, By the fire pit, on the patio, or outdoor kitchen, handcraft the moment with Four Roses Bourbon as they celebrate 130 years. Cheers to Four Roses Bourbon and football season. Be mellow, be responsible.
Honey, don't forget your mom's birthday present.
It's a whole new shopping experience at USA Pawn. We have an amazing selection of quality merchandise, from jewelry and home goods to tools and furniture. And with our prices, it's like everything's always on sale.
What'd you get your mother?
USA Pawn, 3 locations in the Jackson area, plus Vicksburg, Pearl, and Canton. Get mega more at your mega store, USA Pawn.
Game day will never be the same because Pearl River Resort is introducing all new ways to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. This is your ticket to Vegas-style sports betting, and it's game time. Place your bets on dozens of high-impact sports matchups anytime at the Timeout Lounge. And as always, play over 1,100 Vegas-style slots, 25 table games, and our 14-table poker room. Pearl River Resort is redefining what it means to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. We're not just fans. We're here to play.
In any industry, businesses come and go, but we've been here in the greater Jackson and Vicksburg areas for almost 25 years. We couldn't do that without a dedicated, friendly staff and without loyal customers who trust us. It's really not that complicated. We take good care of our employees and we take great care of our customers. We think that's a pretty good way to run a business. I'm Nick Fulton, and our business is USA Pawn.
Football season is here, and Four Roses Bourbon would like to raise a toast as we celebrate game day. Whether you're sipping on Four Roses Bourbon at the hunting camp, by the fire pit, on the patio, or outdoor kitchen, handcraft the moment with Four Roses Bourbon as they celebrate 130 years. Cheers to Four Roses Bourbon and football season. Be mellow, be responsible.
Honey, don't forget your mom's birthday present.
It's a whole new shopping experience at USA Pawn. We have an amazing selection of quality merchandise, from jewelry and home goods to tools and furniture. And with our prices, it's like everything's always on sale.
What'd you get your mother?
USA Pawn, 3 locations in the Jackson area, plus Vicksburg, Pearl, and Canton. Get mega more at your mega store, USA Pawn.
Game day will never be the same because Pearl River Resort is introducing all new ways to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. This is your ticket to Vegas-style sports betting, and it's game time. Place your bets on dozens of high-impact sports matchups anytime at the Timeout Lounge. And as always, play over 1,100 Vegas-style slots, 25 table games, and our 14-table poker room. Pearl River Resort is redefining what it means to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. We're not just fans. We're here to play.
In any industry, businesses come and go, but we've been here in the greater Jackson and Vicksburg areas for almost 25 years. We couldn't do that without a dedicated, friendly staff and without loyal customers who trust us. It's really not that complicated. We take good care of our employees and we take great care of our customers. We think that's a pretty good way to run a business. I'm Nick Fulton, and our business is USA Pawn.
This is the Out of Bounds Prize Wheel.
You know the rules.
Presented by Tito's Vodka. Enjoy a Tito's Vodka Bloody Mary this weekend. And now.
Oh, here we go.
I feel like we have a lot going on, but I'm good with that, I think. We are the Out of Bounds Show. I'm your host, Bo Bounds, about to spin the prize wheel. How do you have a chance to win? Well, you need to be watching the webcast on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. And on Facebook, search the Out of Bounds Show. We're live in the Bank Plus studio, and the show is brought to you by Corner Market Grocery Stores. Cocktails in a can. Oh, yeah. Cocktails in a can at Corner Market Grocery Store and Fleetway Market. Cocktails in a can, including Jameson, ginger ale, and Crown and Cola. That's right. I'm sorry, ginger and lime. Jameson, ginger and lime, which is one of Blake's favorites, and cocktails in a can, Crown and Cola.
May or may not have had Jameson and ginger last night.
You said you're sending me a picture at some point.
Yeah, I will.
All right. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. Crown and Cola. We're live in the Bank Plus studio, Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Hey, you can tell people want the Tito's swag. I mean, the Tito's merch is so cool. By the way, we have, I found this. Did you know that we have two boxes of Tito's Pro V1s?
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Tucked back away?
Yeah, tucked back away. I didn't know that till Emma Bond was kind enough to come in and organize this place so that we could actually find all the stuff that we have.
Well.
And so I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
All right. Oh, by the way, Emma Bond will come to your house or your office and organize it for you. She did it for us, and it was amazing. Her name's Emma Bond. You can find her on Instagram, and her company is Spotless Spaces. All right.
Spotless Spaces.
Spotless Spaces.
Like it.
Okay.
All right.
And I wanted to give Emma a shout-out because she did a great job. The only reason I knew we had Pro V1s from Tito's is because she organized all of our merch and gear that our awesome partners give us.
It's so sad that that's accurate.
Well, what else do you want me to say? I have to tell the truth.
Oh, man.
Hey, I think we're doing good.
We're a disaster.
For the most part. No, maybe. Anyway, it's Sports Talk Radio. Are you ready to do that? All right, you got to watch. Get ready to watch. Go to YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. Go to Facebook, search the Out of Bounds Show, and we're going to spin the prize wheel and give away some stuff.
That's right.
Are you ready, Blake?
Yeah, I think the first one should go to the first person who texted or who commented on YouTube was Lord Pythias.
Nice.
That's his YouTube name, but he said Hottie Toddy from Brandon.
Hottie Toddy from Brandon.
So this one's for
Is this it?
This one's for Lord Pythias. Here we
Okay.
go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Oh. Spin again.
Spin
Hey,
again.
that's better than the bag. Well, it's not better than the bag of air, but
I wish you would take that off.
bag of air?
Yeah.
Never.
Did you take it off?
No, it's still on there. And he nailed it. Yeah.
Autographed bag of authentic. Dude, we got to give him something else.
Yes.
All right, he gets that.
It's my favorite gift on there.
He gets that and something else. Is that fair or no? Do we move on?
That's what he won. The wheel spoke. It's not my fault. That's what he got.
I think you should take this off. Let's vote. Let's ask our listeners, should the autographed bag of authentic OOB Studio Air be on the prize wheel? Ag Up Equipment text line is 601-885-3776.
Hey, Lord Pythias said heck yeah. So
Okay.
I think he's excited about his bag of air.
I'll throw in something like a Tito's.
We might have
copper-
some Whiskey 61
You know what else
cups.
I found?
The mugs. You got more mugs?
I got more. Emma found more Tito's copper mugs.
Those are sweet,
well,
aren't they?
They're awesome.
Yeah, those
they're
are
awesome.
those are sweet.
So we'll give him something.
All right.
All right.
His bag of air can come in a Whiskey 61 mug glass or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
All
I
right.
like that.
All right.
I like that.
White Denzel says he loves the Crown and Cola
Good.
one. So let's spin for White Denzel.
All right. You need to watch on YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports, or watch on Facebook, search the Out of Bounds Show. You ready?
Let's do it.
Prize wheel. Why does it keep going to spin again?
I don't know. You're the spinner, not me. I didn't make it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I did make it, but I didn't spin it.
Can you believe Jackson actually got this?
It's his lasting legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good one.
I'm proud of
if I
it.
say so
Honestly,
myself.
proud of him.
Ready?
Come on, get something good. Get something good.
That was a great
That was a
spin, by
great
the way.
spin.
Jonesy Q.
Oh, that's a big one.
All right. So you get. Are we going to give away that whole box? I'm fine with it.
Yeah, he got the prize.
5 rubs in there.
Jonesy Q prize box. That's what he won.
And the hat is $70.
Man, White Denzel.
So he just won 5 of Jonesy Q's new rubs, Blake. Those are all the new rubs that he just rolled out. You can go to jonesyq.com to find them, but you can come by here to win them. Oh, real quick, 10 days. 10 business days, and
you pick it up outside the studio.
Somebody contacted me 4 months later and thought that I remembered what they won.
You don't remember in the 10 days. You usually ask me.
I mean, that was insane. So that was 80 shows and 250 hours of sports talk radio later, and I was supposed to remember. So 10 business days to pick up the prize. And that guy just nailed it, winning 5 rubs from Jonesy Q. That's pretty awesome. Are we?
Yes. I need you to spin for Sean Malone. Sean's on Facebook watching. He says the Jameson and Ginger is awesome.
Yes, it is.
You can catch a theme here on how you get on the prize wheel.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Big money's no whammies.
Quite as good of a
Big money's no whammies.
Wasn't bad.
Oh,
ooh, big winner. Big winner. Tito's swag.
Oh, we got some good. Tito's hooks it up.
We've got some great Tito's.
You want to talk about a company that understands how to market? Tito's.
Dogs. All right.
Humanitarianism and people. Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's all charity. I mean, they're so charity focused. It's like, they kill it.
They should be every MBA program's case study.
You should interning there is like when they talk about like hitting a lick, getting the best law intern. Like interning at Tito's would be if you're in business, marketing, PR.
I had a friend of mine from Mississippi State. His daughter just got a job with Tito's. I was like, she's set.
Yeah. All right. That was for Sean.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's get one more. I
got 60 seconds.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll. We got it.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, that was a good spin.
That was a great spin.
Thank you. Proud of myself. Gift card?
Gift card.
Well, we've got several.
There you go. The gift card's going to Jacob Polk.
Okay.
There you go, Jacob.
Are we good there?
We're good.
All right. I thought that was awesome. I felt great about it, and I hope you did too. That was the Out of Bounds prize wheel brought to you by Tito's and Dancing Rabbit Golf and Havana Smoke Shop and all of our wonderful partners that are on here. And Jonesy Q.
Yeah. I love Craig. Craig goes, one day the bag of air will be worth more than the cooler.
That's true. I
mean, it's going to be autographed. It's going to have your breath in there. I mean, that's authentic.
That is authentic.
Yeah. There's nothing that gets any more
Well,
authentic
I've got
than
some
that.
scope up here.
It's going to be fresh air.
Yeah. So and obviously I've got a toothbrush and toothpaste. So I'll do all 3.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I will update the prize wheel. This will be a new weekly feature. So I'll update the prize wheel. We'll update the fun.
We've
got
to upgrade it.
We'll update it. It's fine.
And I got to get with Rick's Pro Truck.
Yes.
I talked to Justin, and we're going to put a like a spray and bed liner or something like that on there.
We'll hook it up.
Yeah. All right. Cool. The Out of Bounds show is brought to you by Independent Roofing Systems, the #1 commercial roofing company in Mississippi. If you have a commercial product, Independent Roofing Systems, roofing.ms. Also, the show is brought to you by Went McGee, the Mortgage Man. MortgageManMS.com. The show is powered by Cypress Depot in Ridgeland, cypressdepot.com. Mike Detillier, Mike D on the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. Coming up next.
In any industry, businesses come and go, but we've been here in the greater Jackson and Vicksburg areas for almost 25 years. We couldn't do that without a dedicated, friendly staff and without loyal customers who trust us. It's really not that complicated. We take good care of our employees and we take great care of our customers. We think that's a pretty good way to run a business. I'm Nick Fulton, and our business is USA Pawn.
Football season is here, and Four Roses Bourbon would like to raise a toast as we celebrate game day. Whether you're sipping on Four Roses Bourbon at the hunting camp, by the fire pit, on the patio, or outdoor kitchen, handcraft the moment with Four Roses Bourbon as they celebrate 130 years. Cheers to Four Roses Bourbon and football season. Be mellow, be responsible.
Honey, don't forget your mom's birthday present.
It's a whole new shopping experience at USA Pawn. We have an amazing selection of quality merchandise, from jewelry and home goods to tools and furniture. And with our prices, it's like everything's always on sale.
What'd you get your mother?
USA Pawn, 3 locations in the Jackson area, plus Vicksburg, Pearl, and Canton. Get mega more at your mega store, USA Pawn.
Game day will never be the same because Pearl River Resort is introducing all new ways to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. This is your ticket to Vegas-style sports betting, and it's game time. Place your bets on dozens of high-impact sports matchups anytime at the Timeout Lounge. And as always, play over 1,100 Vegas-style slots, 25 table games, and our 14-table poker room. Pearl River Resort is redefining what it means to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. We're not just fans. We're here to play.
In any industry, businesses come and go, but we've been here in the greater Jackson and Vicksburg areas for almost 25 years. We couldn't do that without a dedicated, friendly staff and without loyal customers, customers who trust us. It's really not that complicated. We take good care of our employees and we take great care of our customers. We think that's a pretty good way to run a business. I'm Nick Fulton, and our business is USA Pawn.
Football season is here, and Four Roses Bourbon would like to raise a toast as we celebrate game day. Whether you're sipping on Four Roses Bourbon at the hunting camp, by the fire pit, on the patio, or outdoor kitchen, handcraft the moment with Four Roses Bourbon as they celebrate 130 years. Cheers to Four Roses Bourbon and football season. Be mellow, be responsible.
Honey, don't forget your mom's birthday present.
It's a whole new shopping experience at USA Pawn. We have an amazing selection of quality merchandise, from jewelry and home goods to tools and furniture. And with our prices, it's like everything's always on sale.
What'd you get your mother?
USA Pawn, 3 locations in the Jackson area, plus Vicksburg, Pearl, and Canton. Get mega more at your mega store, USA Pawn.
Game day will never be the same because Pearl River Resort is introducing all new ways to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. This is your ticket to Vegas-style sports betting, and it's game time. Place your bets on dozens of high-impact sports matchups anytime at the Timeout Lounge. And as always, play over 1,100 Vegas-style slots, 25 table games, and our 14-table poker room. Pearl River Resort is redefining what it means to win with Sportsbook at Golden Moon Casino. We're not just fans. We're here to play.
Woo! Good morning. Welcome in. We are the Out of Bounds Show, brought to you by Sound and Communications. SoundcomAV.com. Sound and Communications and just put up this massive video wall at Ingalls Shipyard in Pascagoula, Mississippi. SoundcomAV.com. For your church, your business, your sports facility, it is powered by Sound and Communications and SoundcomAV.com. We welcome in our friend, NFL Draft Insider, Saints LSU. He is Mike Detillier. Mike D, at Mike Detillier on Twitter. He's everywhere, WWL Radio TV New Orleans. Mike D joins us on the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. So, Mike, I'm heading your way in a couple of weeks for the Final Four in New Orleans. And
Okay.
I went to the Final Four in '87 in New Orleans as a kid. That year it was Bobby Knight in Indiana, Jim Boeheim, Syracuse, Rick Pitino, Providence, and my favorite team at that time as a kid, Tark the Shark, and the UNLV Running Rebels. But this time of year reminds me of Chris Jackson and Shaquille O'Neal. So when I was a kid, I wrote a letter to Chris Jackson's high school coach, Burt Jenkins. He was a legendary coach in the state of Mississippi, Mike, down in Gulfport, before Dale Brown signed him. And I asked for his autograph. And Coach Jenkins took care of it, and Chris Jackson sent me an autograph, and I thought that was the biggest deal in the world. I think he's the best high school basketball player to ever play in the state of Mississippi. And, boy, do you remember him playing at LSU, Mike?
Yeah, do I. He came in, with all that hype. In fact, SI, I've got it. I'm not in my game room right now, but there's a deal about he's the pistol, and on the cover of SI when he was at LSU. And he was a great player, unbelievable, as good a shooter as you could see. I think he'd be better today, to be honest with you, in the way the game is played than even back then, which is really saying something. But he was a special shooter, really good, off the mark type guy. And LSU was super talented. How they did not win a national championship, again, that's Dale Brown's Dale Brown. But
No question.
It is what it is.
Great recruiter, Mike, but he couldn't coach that well.
No, he couldn't. Because I thought that 81 team, too, was really good LSU had, and, they didn't get it in. So, but Chris was a phenomenal talent. Other than Pistol, I think the best pure shooter I've ever seen.
Mike, I think you nailed it. Can you imagine how good Chris Jackson would be today?
Yeah.
With Will Wade, with Bruce Pearl type guys, the way that it's so perimeter. When you and I were growing up, Mike, everything had to go through the post, and it was a post-driven game. It was a Patrick Ewing game. It was a Shaq game. Before then, the other big men, Kareem, and so on. And today, it's so much more fun to see him spreading out the three-point line. I mean, I just think Chris would be illegal in the game today.
The way he could put it up, no question about it. And no shot was too far. I remember this was years ago. I went to 2 Pete Maravich basketball camps when I was in high school. And someone asked Pete about, his shot, and he said, "No shot's too far for me." And Chris was sort of the same way. It was phenomenal. But he was just a really good ball handler, a great shooter, a guy who just was so smart.
He was. That's a great point, Mike.
A great technician, but also a great general out on the court. He understood, everybody else's strengths and weaknesses as a player, and it's rare to see that. It was different with Pete. He was a different player than Pete was. Pete was at first, I think, tried to be more of that type general, but after that sophomore year, it was just Pete the shooter. Just set me up and I'll take the shot from anywhere. That was Pete. Chris was different. I think he understood the different players out on the court and what they could do and what they couldn't do, and he always had his shot with Pete after his sophomore year, and he got sort of used to the college game. Tell you a quick story about Maravich. I was just a young kid back then. My dad takes my brother and I. My brother's 5 years older than me, and says we go and watch LSU freshman team. Okay, I'm a little confused. Why are we going to watch LSU's freshman team? Okay, back then freshmen weren't allowed to play. You played on the freshman team, and this is when LSU was playing at the old Cow Palace. Man, and they had the right name for it. Good gracious, that place was packed. I couldn't believe it. We walk in, and we get a seat and everything, and we watch, and I saw for the first time, the floppy socks. His hair was pretty short back then for Pete's standard. And man, he went off. I think he scored 53 points that night. And he missed the first 5 shots.
And
he scored 53
without a 3-point line.
And everything. Oh yeah. Everything was beyond the 3-point line. And every once in a while he'd go in, have a layup, something to that extent. But man, he was unbelievable. And then I realized just how valuable he was. After the game was over with, I would say about half the people left. They didn't watch the other LSU team, the regular LSU team play. They had come there to watch Pete. It's my first memory of that. He was something special. That, we drive here to watch the freshman team play, and they were really good. That freshman team was really good. And a lot of it had to do with Pete. And they had went to the NIT, which when the NIT really meant sort of something extra, they had went his senior year. Man, to see half the place leave after the freshman team plays, as a kid, that's sort of a vivid memory of where's everybody going. I hope they ain't going to the bathroom or to the concession stand because we'd have quite a wait. But no, they just left the arena. Just left.
That's great. I mean, more people going to Pete Maravich's freshman game than the varsity team.
Regular team at LSU.
And unreal. Well, I got
but that to me, I knew a little bit about Pete, but I was too young to really, really know a lot about it. I found out real quick, hey, they coming to watch that guy play. He was Showtime. He really was Showtime. And the ball behind the back and between the legs and that sort of thing. I saw that with the Harlem Globetrotters, but I hadn't seen anybody else do it, and here you seeing him live and in person. And, his dad at that time, he became a different coach. Press was a guy that really wanted team play, stressed it, ball movement, that sort of thing. And he emphasized early with Pete, and then after that sophomore year, he ditched that real quick. It was, hey, take the shot, Pete.
Hey, what about we're visiting with Mike Detillier, WWL Radio TV New Orleans on the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. We're talking Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf now. He was my favorite player at that time, and I was obsessed with him. Watching him was a treat. If he played in the game today with what the Golden State Warriors and guys like Bruce Pearl have done at the college level, it would be unbelievable. And his free throw percentage was just filthy too, which is kind of a lost art in the game.
They don't practice it.
No.
That's why. Chris will tell you, because we've had him on numerous times, and he'll make that comment of how long he spent just with free throws. Come on. That's not happening anymore. It's like if you pass somewhere and you see a bunch of kids playing football in a backyard. Okay, that was common back then. Today, you don't see that anymore. And free throw shooting's the same way. Pete did a lot of it. Chris did a lot of it on their own. Nobody had to tell them. They did it on their own. But today, as you put it, it is a lost art. It really is.
And then Shaq, I think I saw where he turned 50 recently. Is that
Yeah,
right, Mike? You posted about that?
I posted it on Twitter and Facebook that he turned 50 years old. Shaq was a really thin dude when he walked in at LSU. Now, when he walked out, he was a little bit heavier, but not that much. Today, he's a huge man. But aren't we all after when we hit that 50 years old? But whatever. Shaq was phenomenal, too. He did not come in with the hype Chris did. Did not. You knew he was a huge man. His dad had been in the service. He had dominated where he played in high school, but he didn't come in with the hype Chris Jackson did. When Chris came in here, he was it. But Shaq was different. But his personality won you over real quick. He became a media darling real quick. Now, Pistol didn't like any of that. I'm not going to get into names, but that was a well-known personality at that time that came to one of Pete Maravich's basketball camps, and Pete threw him out. Said, "I don't want you here. Get out of here."
Really?
Yep. He had his moods, I was in New Orleans for this one, so you teamed up. You had a roommate, and the guy that was from Argentina, who I was with, he was 6'9.5". He had just turned 16 years old. Actually played on Argentina's Olympic basketball team in 76 and 80. He was on both of them. Great rebounder. Couldn't shoot worth a lick, but man, he could rebound, block shots, and he could handle the ball a little bit. For a big man, he was pretty good. Pete you'd see him the first practice and the last, and everything in between press ran. His dad. Pete hit him you'd run the fast break with Pete. And so I was so thrilled. And I watched him for so long about that. One short dribble and too long, and the ball's out. It's coming at you some angle. But I'd watched him for so long, Bo. I was like, okay, I know the ball's coming out of there when I see him take that one short and then the too long, and then bang, it's out of there. And sure enough, I'll run the fast break with him, and he taps the ball. He on the second one taps it real hard, and pow, he hits it to me. Almost sounded like a gunshot the way he hit the basketball toward me. I got it and laid it in. And he would never call you by name. He didn't know anybody's name, but he'd call you by number. Hey, how you go 16? There you go 22. Well, this Argentina guy, he was 81, and I told him that's a bad number. For a big, tall guy, 81 makes you look even taller than what you are. Pete threw him a pass between his legs that hit him 4 times. He wasn't expecting it, and Pete threw him a shot. Pete jumped, actually threw the ball between his legs. It hit him in his face. It bounced off his face. He tried to grab it with his hands. It bounced against his chest, and then he kind of knocked it off with his knee. And Pete got all over him about, hey, how many times I got to throw you the ball before you actually catch it? And we were all really on him. One of our state senators actually was with me, Marty Chabert. He was part of the group here. And, man, we got all over him. He didn't speak very much English, and he didn't think we spoke very good English either. So we were a great couple, so to speak. But man, Pete was like that. He got all over you. You know, if you messed up something he was doing, he didn't bite his tongue. But yeah, he threw a well-known personality out. Get out of here. What are you doing here? I'm here for an interview. Who do you get this cleared with? Well, with your dad. Well, you didn't clear it with me. Get out. You and the camera crew. Out of here.
Wow.
And all of us was, yeah, you tell him, Pete. You know, 'cause, you know, come on, we kids, you know, we didn't know what the hell was going on. And man, he was using some pretty spicy language in there. And so for us, you know, come on, you know, we in our teens, we don't know any better. But yeah, he was quite the guy. While Chris was, you know, much more subdued and
low key, shy,
man,
right?
As
Introvert.
low key a guy as you could ever be around. And then Shaq was bigger than life. I mean, you know, he'd go out to that LSU quad, and he was like a magnet. There were 25 people around Shaq all the time. He'd go out in the quad, you know, and then he would hold court, so to speak. I tell that to Hebert all the time. He does things similar. But Shaq would hold court, man. He's telling all kind of stories and everything else. But you talk about a man out on that court. He was one large human being, and he could really move.
Yes.
For a big man at that time.
Oh, with the Magic and the Lakers early? God,
people don't realize. You take a look at him now, say, you know, and toward the end of his career, he had gotten real heavy and he couldn't move as well. But I'm talking about when he was at LSU and early on in his career, you talk about a big man that could run the court. He could run it. Now, he couldn't shoot a free throw to save his life. No. I mean, you know, they tried all kind of things with him. They tried to even show him how to do it the Rick Barry way, you know, underhanded. And that didn't work either. And so it became Hack-a-Shack.
Hack-a-Shack. I remember Dale Brown complaining about it.
Oh, yeah.
To the media.
And listen, Shaq got, you know, he got pulled and knocked around pretty good. And back then, you really had to be charged with an assault to get a foul.
True.
You know, they weren't calling it like they do today. Shaq would have been on the line every time he walked down court. If that's the case, but man, you know, he was a really great athlete, and he had a nice shot. You know, people don't give him credit for it, but he had a nice touch shot back then. He really did. It wasn't everything just a dunk.
Right.
He had a nice little turnaround shot, and he developed that very, very well. But man, those teams Dale had recruited were phenomenal. But come clutch time, man, they couldn't win those big games.
No. Mike D. On the Out of Bounds show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone, and the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. Mike, I got time for one more question. Just want to switch gears. With Troy Aikman going to ESPN, rumors that Joe Buck will either go this year or after this year when his contract is up and join Aikman. Herb Street going to Amazon. Rumors that Al Michaels may go to Amazon. Hadn't really heard Sean Payton's name. You had mentioned, and others have mentioned, that he's moving out to Los Angeles, be closer to his daughter, and so on. Do you expect Sean to do a studio gig instead of color analyst? How do you see that, Mike?
No, I think he'll be in the booth.
Okay.
I think he'll be in the booth for Fox. I really do. I do know he spoke to both Fox and Amazon, but I think he's going to be in the booth at Fox. It's, you know, that had been rumored even before he left. He denied it, but, you know, come on, that he made that comment. I didn't talk to him, you know, and so they had a going away kind of party for him. And, you know, we were teasing him about that. You didn't talk to him. Did that mean your agent? And he just laughed. So I think that's long been in sort of place. I think he's headed there, and I think he'll be in the booth. I think the next big shooter drop is what's going to happen with Aaron Andrews. A lot of rumors that Aaron may go back to ESPN.
Ah, okay.
That has been
Maybe she'll
rumored.
do sideline for Monday Night Football with Troy and
Yeah.
eventually Joe.
Yeah, and that's been a hot rumor for the last week that she may be the next sort of big name to sort of take off and move. With Amazon getting involved, man, it's up the ante for everybody.
Yeah, it has.
And everybody's cashing in. Hey, listen, I'm not a hater for people making money.
No.
They got a lot of people like that in this world. Man, I don't know what's wrong with you. Because when somebody else is making money, you should be happy for them. It didn't happen to you, okay? So what? Okay, it happened to somebody else. Don't be a hater about it. But they got so many people, jealous in this world. It's unbelievable. But I think Aaron is fixing to leave Fox.
Wow.
I think she's fixing to leave.
I wonder who will All right, if Fox and ESPN can't get a trade together and Joe Buck has to do one more year before joining Troy, and I've only got a minute, I wonder who they'll match Joe Buck up with. But then when Joe Buck eventually leaves, I wonder who will take that highly coveted 325 spot, Mike.
I'm not sure. A lot of people, I think the really young talent is Greg Olson, the former Carolina Panther tight end. I have a friend of mine who's involved in some of the network deals, and he's raved about Greg. Now, he does not have the name recognition, say like Sean Payton does. Doesn't have it. But he's very good, very smooth. It's not like you listen to Jason Witten. I mean, Greg Olson really is good. And some people have that type talent. And I think Greg is a young star in this business, calling games, real sharp young man. And the other, from a woman's standpoint, is Christina Pink. Christina actually worked in New Orleans for quite some time.
And here.
And also in the Mississippi area. But Christina,
she's great.
Worked here at ABC. And I got to know her then, and she's been on our show. And when she told me that she was taking a job as a sideline reporter for the Dodgers, I'm like, what? Man, I didn't see that coming. And, man, it's been a rapid ascent for her.
She's fabulous. She used to come on the show all the time when she was in Jackson. I told her the first time I ever met her she'd be a star. University of Florida, Gator graduate.
Yep, sure enough.
Mike D on the Bucked Up Energy Drinks guest line. Mike D, keep Bobby Hebert straight and have a great week.
Well, you better ask me to do something else, but I'll do my best.
Mike D, WWL Radio TV New Orleans. Oh, the Out of Bounds show is powered by Sound and Communication. SoundcomAV.com. SoundcomAV.com. And their video wall at Ingalls Shipyard is unbelievable. SoundcomAV.com. Dave Bartu at 9:30 on the Out of Bounds show.